All right, morning of day 6. Starting off probably a little worse than the morning of day 5 in terms of rain. Unfortunately, we got to this shelter last night and it was already full. There's already like 6 or 8 people here. So we ended up having to sleep in some pretty torrential rains and crazy wind last night. So the plan today, we've got this shelter here is about 0.4 miles off the trail. So we're gonna hike out of here, get back on the trail, summit Blood Mountain, and then stop at Neel Gap. And here, I'll just go ahead and turn the phone around. So yeah, then stop at Neel Gap, which is only like 3.5 miles from here, but I think we're actually going to just stop there for the night because this weather, the forecast is not looking too hot. So, and there's no shelters from here for another like 11 or 12 miles to the next shelter. So a little too far for one day for us. So we're gonna go ahead and stop at Neel Gap. They got $20 for the night for a hostel. We're just gonna stay there. They said they got pizza and chicken wings. We're gonna get some food, get resupplied for the next 3 days. They got full pantry, they said. So it should be pretty nice. So unfortunately, we got to go over the mountain here in this weather because we're not going to even get a view. And they say the backside's pretty treacherous coming down, so we'll be careful. But yep, here it comes. Wow. So yeah, we will probably not be doing much footage today, but we'll kind of pick it back up at Neel Gap unless the rain somehow stops between here and there in the next 30 miles, but I doubt it. So anyway. So far, Blood Mountain hasn't been too bad. I'm probably about halfway up. Had some pretty cool like rock stairs we climbed for a little while. I don't know, hasn't been as tough as we think, and like I said, we're probably about halfway up right now. Still raining on us, but right now it's just a drizzle and a heavy fog, so probably not going to get to see anything at the top, sadly, but we'll definitely still get some footage. All right, here's some of these rock stairs I was talking about a minute ago. There's a ton of these on the way up, so pretty cool. We're just moving along. Rain keeps coming and going. I think we'll get like a little burst of real strong rain and then drizzling. And burst of strong rain and then drizzling. The rain's not really bad. Our feet are just soaked because the trail is just straight mud. There's a lot of places. It's actually kind of nice going uphill because anywhere where there's flat trail, it's like the whole trail is ponded. So you're like basically walking in the weeds on the side trying to go around the trail. Yeah. Because it's like several inches deep water. So, all right, putting the phone back up. Forget that. All right, we're almost to the top of Blood Mountain. Rain has been pouring on us. It stopped for just a second, but just kind of wanted to get some of this trail. This is just all rock.
I know it's there.
Yeah, I think.
There's another path over here too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's probably another overlook. Let's just get up to the top. We're very, very, very close to the top. Yeah. But I wanted to kind of show the trail. Be careful, because it's like a solid rock and got a little stream running down it right now. So much water, so it's a little slick. But we're working it out. Just having to be real deliberate with where we place our feet. But it's real pretty hike up here so far. Well, we made it to the top of Blood Mountain. Here's the Blood Mountain shelter in the Chattahoochee National Forest. We're having a little snack up here. We can kind of get out of the rain a bit, at least have a shelter. Yeah, there's absolutely no view whatsoever today. I can climb up here and show you what we get today. Ugh. Normally, this should be just an absolutely awesome view. But today, if you squint real hard, you can see Atlanta. If you squint a little harder, you might be able to see Nashville. But you gotta try really, 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 really hard. So, because otherwise it's too hazy if you don't squint. But yeah, really cool place. A little unfortunate the weather's not better, but just happy we made it up. This was kind of something I was really looking forward to on this trip, was just it's kind of steep, conquering this mountain. So now that we have, check that off the list. So after we have a little snack, we're gonna take off down the mountain. The rain's let up for a minute. The infamous backside of Blood Mountain. They say that that's even harder than the uphill because it's just real steep. So yay for doing it in the rain. We're gonna make it extra hard. We're gonna activate hard mode, Blood Mountain hard mode.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Good. It wasn't hard.
Yeah, it really was. It's just been raining way harder than yesterday.
Like, if it wasn't raining, I doubt it'd be hard at all.
Yeah. Yesterday was a pretty steady rain. Today it's been storming, and I mean we got some really, really strong winds. So a little chilly up here. We're, like I said, we're 4,500 feet. But anyway, cool that we made it here. So we're gonna hike on down to Neel's Gap and get a resupply and a place to stay for the night, right?
Yes.
You done with those pepperonis? All right. So we're about a half a mile from Neel Gap. This is the trail. This is what it's been for like at least the last mile and a half, maybe 2 miles. Well, I guess we've only gone about a mile and a half from the top. And yeah, earlier snake went right between Miley's feet, and she didn't even see it. Like, it literally went between her steps. But yeah, we coming down off that mountain was really steep and really cool, but I mean it was raining so hard almost the entire way. Like there's no way I could get my camera out for one thing, but I mean it was just very technical. Like, you had to really, 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 really watch your steps and kind of do a lot of little ninja warrior moves to get between a lot of rocks and stuff. It was really, really cool, but we had just a little added level of danger with all this water. And there was waterfalls where I don't think there's normally waterfalls. So it's kind of drizzling right now, thankfully. I said about half a mile from Neel Gap, just gonna be like this the whole time. So our feet are absolutely soaked. But we're getting there. We are hungry. We are looking forward to pizza and chicken wings. Oh yeah, so Miley has decided on her own trail name.
Well, you kind of said it here.
Yeah, I guess we kind of came up with it together. She wanted to, since I've seen 3 snakes, and she never sees the snakes. They go right by her feet and she never sees them. So she decided that her trail name should be Snake Eyes.
Plus, I don't think snakes see very good.
Plus, she doesn't think snakes see very good like her. So thought Snake Eyes was kind of cool. She liked it, so that's what she said she's gonna go with. So Snake Eyes it is. All right, sounds like it's about to rain again, so put the camera up. So me and Miley decided to get off trail again today. We hiked up over Blood Mountain. It was pretty tough coming down the other side, but it is just torrential rains out there, and there's not even another shelter for another 8 miles. So we decided right here at Neel's Gap to grab a cabin for the night. So it's $72 a night hiker rate, and these are really, really nice compared to what we've been sleeping in lately. Got queen size or full size down here, and got another one upstairs. Got a living room, kitchen, bathroom, balcony. So just a nice little quaint cabin. So we're gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. They cook pizza for you up at the restaurant, so and they do your laundry and everything. So we're going to get quick showers, take our laundry up there, and we're gonna get some pizza. So we will sleep good tonight. So me and Miley saw in the guidebook that this place had pizza and wings. We've been talking about them all day long, haven't we? This is what got us up over Blood Mountain and down, talking about pizza and wings. And here we are. So good. As you saw from the earlier footage, it was just raining all day long. I mean, it was just downpour. I mean, we'd have little small breaks for like 2-3 minutes, and then it would just come again. And it wasn't even just the rain. It was the wind. It was cold. Just nothing like the day before, where it was just, you know, it rained all day, but you know, it was just whatever, just walking through the rain. But today, you know, everything was soaked. We were both cold, but we were really happy to make it down here to Neel Gap and be able to get out of the weather and stay in this cabin for the night. Miley's still over there eating pizza. She brought a couple pieces back, so yeah, we're gonna crash here. You know, let our feet dry out for the day, and then hopefully this weather lets up a little bit tomorrow. It's pouring out there right now. Hopefully it lets up a little bit. We've got another shelter, I don't know, 8 miles from here, so that'll kind of be our goal tomorrow. Let's see. Other than that, I mean, nothing really eventful today, other than the rain and the mountains. It looks pretty easy. I mean, we got a good hike up out of here tomorrow, but the trail actually gets relatively easy compared to what we've done so far. I mean, it's funny because Blood Mountain, you know, got this reputation of just killing hikers and, you know, people having a hard time getting over it, but that mountain had nothing on the approach trail stairs. Like, those were like 1,000 times harder than Blood Mountain. So you know, it's funny you do that and then you think a lot of the rest of the trails are not too bad comparatively. So but anyway, like I said, I really wish I would have been able to get some footage going down Blood Mountain. It was really awesome with a lot of these gigantic rocks and just really steep rocks, but it was just so wet and just I couldn't get my camera out and get any photos or anything like that. So, but we made it. So in the morning we're gonna go ahead and supply. We're gonna resupply for like 2 or 3 days. We're gonna try to get out of here Friday, but there's not really good place to get off trail. So we may end up going into Saturday morning. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see what, you know, works with Charlie's schedule to pick us up. And we're trying to get to Neel Gap, which is 21 miles up the road, which, you know, 3 7-mile days is nothing, but you know, we don't want her to have to wait till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon to pick us up. So we can either, you know, maybe do 10 or 11 tomorrow, and then maybe, you know, another 7 or 8 the next day, and then have just a 2 or 3 mile hike in. We're not really sure. So right now, I just hope the weather gets better, and you know, like I said, we get dried out and just press on tomorrow. So, Molly, you got anything to say? I like pizza. It was good pizza. Alright, we'll catch everybody later. Oh, mileage so far, real quick. We're at 41.1 total. So I think we're at 31.1 Appalachian Trail miles, plus the 8.8 approach trail we did, plus we blue blazed twice, meaning you've gone off trail. We did a quarter of a mile in and out one way to get water one time, and then last night we had a 0.4 mile in just to the shelter, so that was a 0.8 round trip, so we added a 1.2, so we hit 40 miles today, which is pretty awesome. 41.1 total, so that's a big accomplishment for us, so just wanted to throw that out there. So anyway, see you a little bit later.